For the sake of all our partners, we're going to be using English as a mode of communication. I would like to welcome you to our opening session for the Tanzanian tour of the TWIGA Innovation Lab. Okay, so to start off, Dr. Jared Kafuku, representing the Director General of KOSTEK, I'd like to introduce to you the participants we have today. We have startups from the South African side of the TWIGA Innovation Lab. We have My Pregnancy Journey. We have Agricool. Sorry, Agricool. Sorry. And then Medisol. No, it's not you. Animal Farm. My apologies. Animal Farm. We have one that Medisol that was not able to be with us here, but they are excited and they're coming to Tanzania to look at opportunities that are here with the possibility of expanding. So this is going to be a soft landing phase for them, and for the next 4 days. They're also expecting to be visiting Zanzibar for opportunities and collaborations that they can perform there. We also have what we would call the lead of the delegation, Ms. Sina Ligong from MLAB South Africa, so representing MLABs and the Technological Innovation Agency of South Africa, so on behalf of our partners in South Africa. And we have Buni Hub Manager, Ms. Patience, representing Buni as the implementing partner for this, and Dr. Mgumia, who is the point of contact for the Tanzanian Commission for Science and Technology. So having said that, I would like to welcome you. Oh, my apologies, Rudy. Sorry, we have Rudy from Index Innovation, who is generously coming to run a growth drivers workshop for the Tanzanian startups, and that is to prepare them for their soft landing in South Africa and for their opportunity scouting in South Africa, to make sure we're all in par when we go and close. My apologies, Rudy. Okay, so having introduced, I think, everyone in the room, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to welcoming us today. We have our media partners that are here to segment this important day. So please, karibu.
Okay, maybe I should stand. Thank you very much for this great opportunity, and welcome to KOSTEK. My name, as she said, I'm Gerard Kafuku. I'm the Director for Development and Transfer of Technology at KOSTEK. This program is under my department, and the section of innovation, which Dr. Athman Mgumia is coordinating. And I'm glad that you have been with our team for so long now. We have many projects with the Southern Africa, including the SAIS. We also had one with the TIA, the tech session. I remember that. So for this specific one, I'm glad that it's going on well, and you are also contributing to our goals as a regional cooperation through SADC. So to us, we embrace this, and I'm glad to be told that you are intending to also further this collaboration through this week. We have now 3 startups here that you're supporting in the areas of food and health, which are part of our national priorities. We have identified, we call strategic crops, which the Minister of Industry and also the Minister of Agriculture is working on. And one of the areas to safeguard food is post-harvest. And it was good to see that one of our startup, Fundbox, being supported through this program to use renewable energy for food preservation. So we would love to see even more of that. And what I can assure you is that it is in line with our activities, and it is in line with what we're intending to do even next year and the other years to come. So, these startups have become very vibrant nowadays. They have established their association. They call it Tanzania Startups Association. They are youth. Most of them were here also. We have an incubator here, I think you know it, the DTBI, where these startups are incubated. And we have signed an MOU with them that we can support the de-risking of those startups into fully fledged businesses. And maybe to share with you that this year we have gotten an opportunity from World Bank to pilot the first de-risking fund. We call it Fund for Commercialization. So they are going to give us around $1 million to start with. So maybe these ones that you are working with today might be the input of that fund, because we're still looking for potential startups which can be the start of that project. So I really appreciate this initiative and this experience from South Africa. I know you are good in the innovation ecosystem there. We are still trying to build our ecosystem, but we are challenged with the two key issues. One of them was the de-risking fund, of which we're trying to solve, but the other one is what you call is the capacity to develop quality end products. It's a quality infrastructure. So it's something that the government is dealing with. And at KOSTEK, we have also been given an opportunity to construct the Innovation Support Center, which will include a kind of prototyping facilities. So all these efforts is just trying to see that the startups are competitive. They can also produce goods or services which can complement to our national vision, which aim at attaining independence in technology, reducing importation, attaining a trade balance between import and export. So all these efforts are in line with our national visions and national priorities. And having said that, I'm told that we will be able to see those startups in this week to see their progress. And I'm told that you'll be visiting Zanzibar to come up with new opportunities there. We have an office there also, so please visit the office. We love them to see. We love to see them also busy with many startups. So, having said that, I thank you very much. I will hand over this to Dr. Athman before Dr. Athman, yeah, because I think he will explain more about the project. Maybe you also need to hear from our guest. yeah, to see maybe there is more than this one she's brought. And we're also always looking for partnerships. We always look for that, especially in this emerging technologies, strengthening ecosystem. We do that. We do love that. So if you have more than this, please welcome. Our officers are here, and my office and our office is always open. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Sina Lahong, and I'm standing here representing MLAB, which stands for Mobile Application Laboratory. And well, first of all, I want to apologize. There's apologies from the Department of Science and Innovation and also the Technology Innovation Agency. They could not join us because of already we know there was something happening in Namibia, and for them to travel the site this week, it was a bit of a mission. So I am so glad that we are here where we are here now, because when I remember when we started the talks about TWIGA Innovation Lab. It was 5 years ago. It took us 5 years to actually get to where we are today. I remember when we have our first workshop in Dar es Salaam, just to understand what the project objectives will be and how what are we looking for, what are the outcomes that we'll be looking for. I wouldn't have thought that would be where we are today and the startups that we have. It's been an amazing journey, and I think even the relationship from the SAIC network, it has really made sure that this project actually becomes alive and it delivers to what the expectations were. With South Africa, we have awarded 5 startups. So 2 were in agri and 3 were in health. But then as the project continued and progressed, we ended up with only four startups that were fully committed to the program, and we lost 1. And today we brought 3, but then the other one was not able to join us. But because of technology, we are able to join in virtually, and the program will continue as it's supposed to. We have, it's been a crazy 12 months. I actually thought maybe we haven't even reached our 12 months period, but today is March, and our program actually started in March, where we started off with the gap analysis, just to understand where each of the startups are, and to see what is it that they need to actually focus on before we could actually start now saying that, categorizing all the startups into putting them into one basket. And with the help of Rudy, we were able to do that. And that gap analysis actually even gave us a guidelines of the milestones that the startups have to really focus on, and what is it that they don't need to focus on, and if there's anything that they need to let go. Rather, if you fail now, you fail fast, so you can move on to the next thing that could actually work for your business. It's been an amazing journey, and for the fact that for now that for us to come this side, we are here actually to explore more opportunities, to see what is it that this bilateral relationship can assist the startups in making sure that we keep the relationship, and as well as there's more collaboration between our startups, because working in silos is not the way to go these days. I mean, if my pregnancy journey can come this side, we know that they won't struggle with the compliance. There is a home for them. There's KOSTEK, there's Buni Hub that could actually assist them. The same goes to the Tanzanian startups. If there is opportunities in South Africa, they know that there is a home in South Africa. There's MLAB, there's TIA, and there's DSI. This is what we want to see in the future: more collaborations, more bilateral relationship, and countries working together to make sure that we improve our economy. And I think I'm not someone with many words, but we thank you, Promise, for the opportunity, Buni Hub and KOSTEK, for actually welcoming us and making this possible.
Thank you for these kind words. I think we will ask for your time for a little bit while Dr. Mgumia takes us through the journey from TWIGA, for the TWIGA perspective, and then we'll have group photos before you leave.
Thank you very much. Also maybe I should take this opportunity to welcome you, but to thank you for this event. And my personal, I'm very happy even to be today, remembering the time when we had a very rigorous process to come up with this topic on the food security and health, and also to come with a brand of TWIGA brand. It was a really a process with a lot of ideas, a lot of discussions, but at last we came to this point. And for our case, the good thing that we have our grant manual, which tells clearly how the process is to identify the innovator and if you want to support them. So we use that grant manual, which it includes a lot of mentoring and coaching process to come up with the proper innovation to support. So we went through that process until we came up with at least we found that there's more eligible candidates. For us, we have 3. I think 2 in agri and 1 in health. And of course, that was through joint call, I remember. So the process was the same, except that we follow our own grant manager to come up with the process. The innovators were already in a advanced level in the innovation, so it was easier to support them, and they had at least clear vision of where they want to go. So it was easier for them to support and to according to the money which was allocated for them. And we believe that they've done their best for the resources they have to at least to advance the innovation and the technology, to be ready now to showcase, and even if it be possible for maybe to take them across the border for others to benefit from that idea, or to see how they can adopt from what they've already developed in our country. And for ourselves, I think it is this initiative of the soft lending approach or concept. It is a new for us, but we think it is very, very useful, because already according to our national entrepreneurial strategy, the priority was for a cross-border innovation. So this project, actually, it is operationalized already existing guideline or manuals, which are already, that means the nation has already identified this as a priority area for improvement, for advancement in terms of local and regional wise. So that's why we are very glad that at least we have demonstrated that this one is a really useful concept, and we believe that it now to be adopted by other initiatives to make sure at least that the innovation are not only meant for Tanzania, but also across the border. And actually it came up at a very right time, because you remember we have a size program which we went in parallel, and also it was a cross-border, it was the condition that we have to work in partnership, and it gave us actually, first of all, we identified that our collaboration, it was not very much adequate, especially for the researchers and innovators. So it gives us at least now, it opened up to know, okay, now we have a gap somewhere. So through the sites and the connected hubs, it was actually very much useful now to open up and at least to connect now, not only institutional. You know, previously the institution they have were partner with the other institution in the other country, but not researchers. So this one nowadays are expanded not only at the institution level, but also at a research and innovation level. So it has been actually very much useful for our researchers and innovators now to have at least partners outside the country. And through SAIS, we have managed to transfer one technology for water purification from Zambia. It has been very successful. And actually the innovators have got even the international certificate. So now that is can go globally. So at least very, very, very much. So at least now we can showcase that this one is good and possible. So I believe even for our innovators, already they have somewhere to see and to have to learn and something like that. So we believe we are going to succeed if we are going to promote these innovators. So that is where we are now. So the journey has been very successful and useful. So we believe, even though the project is going to end, but we believe that what has been learned will be carried forward through different initiatives, and not only KOSTEK, but even other partners in the country and outside. So I think with this note, I think it is time now we can now maybe see our day program to see what is going to happen. I believe we are going to have some few days, so I definitely believe that we are going to share a lot, and you are going to learn a lot from this event. So thank you very much. Yeah.